funny how quickly, right? We don't have a lot of topics in Salt of the East today. It's really going to focus on, I think, all of our second favorite team, the Toronto Maple Leafs. And it's your topic here. Will the Leafs trade out one of the core members? Or they're going to trade someone out of their core four? Do they need a new coach? And everything's been swirling around at that. Sheldon Keefe's on the chopping block, and they need this, they need that. Then they beat the Bruins last night. And if you go on Twitter, the Leafs Stanley Cup parade's back on. It's just so funny. Like, Toronto media is a joke. And Leafs fans are – I respect Leafs fans. They are good hockey fans. But it's like, this team, just give them some time, okay? The Maple Leafs are super talented. They need defensemen. That's for damn sure. But, like, let's not overreact this early in the season. Let's just not. You guys still have that guy from America, Auston Matthews, and he's
who's soft as baby shit, according to Mike.
Yeah. Dude, I actually thought that was hilarious. Like, he was like geeking at him, and then he pushed him. Like, he just wasn't going to fight Konechny. Number one, because Matthews would rock him. I think that's also a fact. I don't think Matthews is like that soft. Do you? You think he's super but he doesn't need to fight Travis Konechny. He hasn't earned that. I'm sorry, Pasta can get a fight with Matthews. Konechny ain't getting that. You're not at the same level.
You don't think so?
No. Konechny's not at that level. I don't care that he has points this year. He's not at that level. He's not at the respect level for Matthews where he's getting to fight him.
To me, on the sheet of ice, any of the other opposing 6 players on that sheet of ice with you earned a fight.
Absolutely not.
If they put you in a situation where you should be dropping the gloves, I think you should, regardless of who
if they
you are.
hurt one of your other teammates, something like that, yeah. If it's just like a scrum like that, like I'm sorry, I'm not. If I'm Matthews, I'm not dropping the glove with Konechny. Maybe Hayes, maybe Kevin Hayes. His name's almost big enough for you to get a fight.
But you look like a pansy.
Yeah, no, he did.
And you can't tell me that. Oh well, Auston Matthews is too talented to fight. Sidney Crosby fights. Ovechkin has fought before. Bergeron has fought before. Krejci has fought before.
Malkin beats the wheels off people, if need be. Malkin will crush somebody.
Like little Pablo up there in Toronto, is no,
I know.
tiny person by any means necessary, but
he's not like that's. He is a big boy. I think he could probably handle his own, I would think.
And in my opinion, why do you want to keep sitting there and slashing and cross-checking each other when you're probably going to get fined, at some point for pushing it too far, when you could just drop the gloves and you get 5 minutes in the box and you chill the rest of the game?
Fisticuffs. I don't know. Yeah, Matthews did.
And you don't even have to fight, right? Like, if you wanted to make a good impression because you're a star player, noodle those gloves off into the air, get in real tight, and just bear hug the shit out of him and make it so he can barely throw any punches at you. Give it a good look. The refs will come in. They'll save your day. And then nobody will have any complaints against you.
Kev, how do you feel about it?
He's a little bitch.
All right. I'll take an L here. That's fine. Do you guys think that all the chaos in Toronto right now and everything going on with all the negativity from the outside, the inside, Mitch Marner being the world's biggest bitch, do you think this affects Matthews' long-term outlook and extension possibilities in Toronto?
Oh, 100%. He's out of there. Once his contract's up, he's out.
You really think so?
I think so.
You think he pulls a Johnny T and he leaves? Unless they go on a run this year?
No.
Kinda.
He's gone, though.
I think that if Connor Bedard goes to Arizona, the chances go up substantially that Matthews would go there. They would have 2 franchise players. Maybe pretty good. And Logan Cooley.
I mean, you gotta
Bedard, Matthews, Cooley. Holy shit.
You gotta think about Toronto right now, right? Like the GM is on the hot seat, who Matthews has a really good relationship with. Yep. It just hasn't worked out. And for everybody who is going to start screaming at their podcast provider here, a flat cap is no excuse. Every other GM in the league is dealing with that flat cap, and Toronto is having one of the most difficult times dealing with it. So I'm sorry, that's not an excuse. Figure it out.
Yeah, well, I mean, no teams are giving Toronto help usually, though.
Well, that's fine.
Yeah, I mean, no one gets Boston help either. It's just what it is when you're a big
you gotta figure it out. You gotta spend some assets to do it, and then you step away from the GM and you look at the coach. Well, obviously, the coach is always the first one to get fired. I do think that Keefe is a pretty good NHL coach, and he will probably not be unemployed long. But I'm not convinced that Sheldon Keefe makes it out of this season with the Toronto Maple Leafs at this rate.
Yeah, I don't know. They'll have to
unless they have a huge resurgence. So if you start looking at all these scenarios where, you might have a new GM, you might have a new coach, one of the star players on the team might get traded to try and get some help defensively or in net, since now both of the goaltenders they acquired this offseason are hurt, which in our season preview, we said that the Maple Leafs are either going to be complete trash or they're going to be Stanley Cup contenders, and it's all going to determine on whether their goalies can stay healthy. And son of a bitch, would you guess it?
They're 6-4-2. They've literally lost half the games they've played.
And Buffalo's better than them.
Buffalo's 7-5. Red Wings are 6-3. The Lightning are starting to resurge now. They're 7-4. The Bruins are 10-2. The Panthers are on the outside looking in.
And you know who's a dumpster fire right now? The Pittsburgh Penguins.
Oh, so weird.
7 straight losses, man.
Yeah, that wasn't on the
That's
sheet.
tough.
Thinking. We have a couple things to get into still from the Metro. The Penguins have fallen apart. They were beating the wheels off the Bruins, and the Bruins just said,
We back, baby.
And they came back and they won. It was crazy. I mean, it really was.
That game gave me hope last night against the Maple Leafs.
I know it did. I thought there was a chance. There's
a little Hampus Lindholm wheel out, goes down ice, boom, snipe.
I know.
Goal.
Even last night, the Bruins still they pushed at the end. They weren't out. But another team that we got to give a little support to, the Devils, dude. They're 9-3. Who they take down last night? The Carolina Flames. I met Calgary. That was fun.
Play. They beat Edmonton. Then they beat Calgary.
Up
in Alberta.
How is he? I'm gonna take a look through their stats. See, who is Jack Hughes? I don't think is doing anything crazy either.
No.
I think it's actually depth scoring. I think Jack's by point per game.
Jesper Bratt's having a good year.
Yeah, and I heard he denied 2 8-year contracts already that have been sent his way, betting on himself. Which damn well looks like he should. I don't.
What I think is funny is the Washington Capitals got rid of Vitek Vanacek and Ilya Samsonov, and they both went to 2 new teams, and they're both ripping it up.
And the Caps just lost to the Arizona State Coyotes.
Yes.
Yeah, Bratt has 17 points. He sure has 12 and 11. Hughes is 12 and 12. Hughes is point per game too. Miles Wood's playing good. It's just this team's pretty deep. They're pretty good. And the
goaltending's holding up. That was their biggest question mark.
Haula has
Mackenzie Blackhood is hurt again.
Yeah. Is Palat hurt too?
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
He's going to be out long term.
Okay. So, but still, the Devils are winning games. They have
this is talent. A completely different topic aside, and maybe I'll do some research and pull up some of the big names, but there is a ton of high-end NHL talent hurt.
Oh, yeah.
In the league right now.
Game's getting so fast. It's too fast, too soon in the season. Guys getting hurt. I really believe that. The speed of the game is going to make it so guys are going to have to prioritize preseason and their offseason a little differently going forward. As the game keeps getting faster, your muscles are going to have to be ready right away.
Just wait until they have some preseason games in Australia, and you got to add the travel into it.
I know you've heard that from 32 Thoughts because I guess there's a pretty big NHL fan base in Australia down under.
Mm-hmm. So, fun fact: the SPHL team that's local to me, one of the players on there actually came from the Australian Hockey League, which I didn't even realize there was a legitimate Australian Hockey League until that.
I would love to interview him. I would love to talk about that and get to know what that's like.
Yeah.
Does he have an accent?
Yeah, he's from New Zealand originally. So
this would be awesome.
Dude, I would love. Get him on.
I would love to just talk to him about how he got into hockey and stuff like that. Wow, that'd be awesome.
I'll see what I can do.
Definitely. I think that kind of wraps up things in the East, right? It's still nothing's too positive. The Devils are a positive in the East. about it. Looking through these teams, I mean, it's just like teams we thought were going to do good aren't really doing good.
I mean, that's kind of.
And Connor's Islanders are 7-5-0.
I just think people everywhere are upset. Like, the fan bases are not too happy.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the reason why the episode is titled the way it is. Everybody's upset.